Greetings, cult members, loyal subscribers, and casual viewers alike. Today I have pickles, but in candy form. Apparently, that's a thing in the Netherlands, so when I went to visit, I grabbed some. And my friend also sent me this. Apparently, chocolate has pickle flavor in it. So I think we'll leave this for the last part, mostly because it's been in the refrigerator, so it's a bit hard. I don't want to break my teeth on it. We're going to start with this guy here, Dr. Sour Pickles. It is a gummy candy. Apparently there's some kind of juicy interior, so that's exciting. I don't know if I'm going to regret not having any water with me. This is not the texture that I was expecting. This is like a finger. Wow. I was expecting something semi-translucent, and it isn't. It smells like watermelon Jolly Rancher. It's supposed to be pickle. It says it's, Dr. Sour. I don't know how sour it is that he needs a prescription, but let's go ahead. Okay, it does have a juicy interior. There's a cucumber flavor. I don't know about pickle. I don't know if I got any of the juicy liquid, so let's try it. Not sour. Definitely not prescription strength sour. It's not bad. I would have it if it came in like a mix of other types of gummies. It has sort of a cross between a watermelon candy flavor and some kind of cucumber flavor. It's not bad, but it's also not pickles. Let's go ahead and try. What do we have? Zuckermatten? That's my best guess. These are basically supposed to be those sour ribbons, but it's supposed to be gherkin flavored. So let's go ahead and try it. I don't know why. I mean, I guess sour and pickles, that makes sense, right? This is pickle. This is pickle flavored. But is it bad? It is more sour than other candy I've had from the Netherlands. There's sort of a citrus background, so I'm gonna enjoy it. I would say the sourness is kind of a cross between a pickle and lemon candy. So I think I'll be able to enjoy the rest of this, surprisingly enough. We have no other pickles left except for this hard chocolate bastard. So we're gonna go ahead and enjoy it. It is white chocolate. And there we have this block. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Oh, it it broke a lot faster than I expected. My friend wanted to see the inside to see if it was green on the inside, which made me really excited. Kind of reminds me of one of those Garbage Pail Kids. I think they had some kind of white chocolate green interior snack, but it is not. It is also really doughy. My goodness. And it has what looks like actual pickle pieces inside, if you can see that. It's similar to a cookie dough. It's not bad, but is it pickle? Okay. So I'll go with the pros here. First of all, I was very worried with the thickness of it, that it would have a very thick chocolate shell that would hurt and be difficult for me to break through, especially with my teeth. It's totally fine. It's a nice crispy chocolate shell. I think that that works really well. It breaks very easily. It is quite a mouthful. It's got two different textures that work pretty well together. That doughy interior does work once you start chewing up the chocolate because it gets a pretty similar texture, I would say. Getting a lot of the white chocolate, not so much pickle. If you didn't tell me that this was pickle flavored, I would guess cookie dough flavored. Especially from the visual here and the texture and just the overall flavor. It kind of comes across more as a sugar cookie dough as opposed to a gherkin. So, I do like this texture of the interior. Never had anything like it. I think it goes very well with dark chocolate. Or sorry, white chocolate. I will say another benefit of this is it's not that sweet. A lot of the Dutch treats are very sweet. I don't know if I've just been out of the sweets game in Korea or if even from an American perspective, these are very sweet treats, but they just were very sweet. It was one of those things where you can just eat one and you're totally done, and you got to check if you have diabetes when you're finished. This, however, does not have that. It's going to be pretty easy, I think, to eat this as opposed to, oh my gosh, I got to take one bite and call it good. So we've got watermelon cucumber flavor. We've got one that actually does taste like pickle, and then we have one that tastes like cookie dough. All right. Final thing I have, it's not pickle, at least I don't think it is. It's these Takis. We do not have these in Korea, and this one does say limited edition. I got it at the same store that sold a bunch of different candies and stuff as I got the gummy pickle. So we'll go ahead and give this a try. I'm not... Oh, it's cucumber and lime flavor. Okay, well, that's fortuitous. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh, smells really good. You can really smell the cucumber. It smells like if you would have a cucumber pico de gallo, that kind of fresh salsa sort of quality, but with cucumbers instead of tomatoes. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I don't know what's zombified about it. That is cucumber. It says it has habanero chili. It says the hotness is supposed to be, I don't know, something more than a medium heat, maybe a medium high. I'm feeling a little warmth, but nothing that's going to make me scream and head for the hills. This is a really refreshing, you know, with cucumber being used in different types of Mexican refreshments, something like a popsicle or some kind of iced drink. It's a really nice, refreshing thing to have to contrast some of the spicier foods. And that's what I'm reminded of by tasting this. I'm glad that it just happens to be in the same theme, you know, cucumber, pickle. That's pretty cool. I'm glad I grabbed it. Have you guys had any pickle flavored anything besides maybe a potato chip? I think the pickled potato chips, like the dill pickle ones, those are quite good. I've had those as a Lay's potato chip and a Pringle. And those just, you know, they taste like dill and pickle, and it's nice. I'm a big fan of pickles, just not sweet pickles, so I wasn't really sure what was going to happen with this. I was also surprised to hear that this tends to come out around Christmas time. I do not associate pickles and Christmas time, so I am curious if anybody else is from an area where they just have this seasonal flavor that maybe doesn't necessarily fit the season. I will say on that note, at the airport in Amsterdam, there's a restaurant there and you could get a Yankee spice instead of a pumpkin spice. It's a pumpkin spice latte, but it's a Yankee spice latte. I did not try it, but I don't know how I felt about the name. I guess the US is so associated with pumpkin spice, but I thought Yankee was sort of an insult, and people in the US just like it, sort of like the incident with the Oppenheimer and Barbie movie that came out, and so a lot of people in Japan felt it was insensitive. So some of them started to make these Barbie and 9/11 posters, not realizing that it doesn't hit the same way because a lot of people in the US will already make jokes about 9/11. So they just added it to the pile and said, oh, thanks for making us some 9/11 jokes. I think that's kind of how Yankee feels, but it was weird to see. So yeah, if you guys have any unusual or very regional flavors for the holidays, please post that in the comment section below. If you guys have any questions about these pickle flavors, if I didn't cover the description enough, please let me know. And if you guys want to see more or to see the videos early or to join us for our monthly live stream, you can join as a cult member either here on YouTube or on Patreon for as little as $1 a month and get all those perks. Anyways, guys, hope this made you hungry for pickles, and as always, thanks for listening.